students. Today we are going to learn from English grammar textbook 13th chapter, English grammar textbook 13th chapter. You see here degrees of comparison, degrees of 13th chapter, degrees of comparison, degrees of comparison. What is the degrees of comparison? Objectives have 3 degrees of comparison. Objectives have 3 degrees of comparison. For example, here objectives I have taken a tall. The objective I have taken tall. You see the page number 49. The first one, Sarala is a tall girl. The tall is here an adjective. Tall is an adjective. For example, degrees of comparison. How this is tall? For the first one I write Sarala is a tall girl. Sarala is a tall girl. This is the sentence. So here adjective is the tall. Adjective is the tall. The second one you see, Ridhima is taller than Sarala. Ridhima is the taller than Sarala. So here comes tall, tall and taller. First one, second one and third one comes Karuna is the tallest of 3. Tallest. Okay, this is the sentences they have given. Sarala is a tall girl. Ridhima is the taller than Sarala. Karuna is the tallest of the 3. Then how it comes to this one means, you see here I have written positive degree. Single objective. Single objective means when do comparison is made, we use single objective means it is a positive degree. Positive degree means the objective itself. The second one you see, when comparison is made between 2 persons or things. When the comparison is made between 2 persons or things. Between 2 persons or things, that will make the comparative degree. Only this will be 2 between the 2 persons or between the 2 things. That will call the comparative degree. You understand? Between 2 persons or 2 things, we will call the comparative degree. Then superlative degree. Positive degree and superlative, comparative degree and superlative degree. Third. The superlative degree means when a comparison is made between more than 2 persons or things. More than 2 persons or more than 2 things, the comparison is made, that we call the superlative degree. Do you understand? Positive thing means single objectives. Single objectives. So, when comparison made between 2 persons or 2 things, that we call the comparative degree. More than 2 persons, more than 2 things, we call the superlative degree. Okay, that is the comparison is made. Remember. So, how to make the comparative and superlative degrees? How to make the comparatives and superlative degrees? Here you see the page number 49 starting. We add ER for some words. To make the comparatives or superlatives, we use ER. Tall, taller. Clever, clever. Adjectives to change into comparative adjectives, we use ER. First one you see, we add ER to an adjectives to change into comparative adjectives. The next one you see, we add EST to the adjectives to make superlative degrees or superlative adjectives. Tallest, strongest and fastest. So if an adjective ends in E, we only add R and ST for make their comparative or superlative degrees. So fourth one is page number 50. If an adjective is short word that ends in a consonant and has a single vowel in the middle, we double the consonant and add es and est to make the comparative and the superlative degrees respectively. For example, here you see big, so here why G, E and means, remember this one. See the fourth one you see, if an adjective is a short word, here big is a short word and the end in a consonant, end is G is a consonant, here also LL, small consonant word, small is a consonant word and here G is also consonant word and has a single vowel in the middle, single vowel in the middle, single vowel in the middle is I is a vowel, here A is a vowel, A is a vowel. You know the vowels, no? A, E, I, O, U, these are vowels. So here in the middle of this word, vowels came. When the vowels came, in the single vowel, we make the consonant double. We make the consonant double. For example, B, I, G, G, E, R, bigger. This means we make this a double. Here already double, so no, smaller. Then, so for this we add ER. For this we add LES. You understand? This is the difference we should keep in mind. When the small word, a short word, in the middle, when the vowel comes, we use double consonant, double consonant. The next one you see, fifth one, if an adjective ends in Y, we change the Y to I and add E, R and EST to make the comparative and superlative degrees. Do you understand? The end of the word, the fifth one is just here. Fifth one you see here. Fifth one you see here. Happy. Happy. The next word is funny. Funny. Okay, here they told if the adjectives end with Y. Here ending with Y. Ending with Y. If it ends with Y, we should change Y to I. So Y comes means we should change into I. Change into I. Okay, and add ER or EST. To make a comparative degree we use ER, to make the superlative degree we use EST. So now you see happier, happiest. Then funny, funnier. Then funniest. Okay, this is to change the comparative degree and from the positive degree to comparative degree and the superlative degree. Okay, then the sixth one you see here. Adjectives which have two or more than two syllables, we use more and most to make the comparative and superlative degrees. Interesting. So adjectives which have two or more than two syllables. Syllables means cutting the word. Okay, dividing the word syllables. So when this comes, we use into more and most. Interesting. Beautiful. Syllables, cutting the syllables. Already I have taught you syllables. So more beautiful and most beautiful. The next one you see, seventh one. Some adjectives have irregular comparative and superlative. Some irregular, little, less, least, bad, worst, good, better, best. So these have the irregular comparatives. Then comparative degree is usually formed by than. Comparative degree is usually formed followed by than. So when we make the comparative degree, we use than, more than, better than, less than. So it comes here. We add before the superlative degree. We add the before the superlative degree. So whenever we use the should be used before the superlative degree. Did you understand? When we make the comparative degree, we use the, and when we write the superlative degree, we use the. This should be keep in mind. When we use the comparative degree, we use than. When we write the superlative degree, we use the. Okay. So I think you understand this chapter. So syllables, already you know the syllables. What are the syllables? If you don't know, you can ask the next class. I will explain about the syllables. Maybe you don't know maybe syllabus. So here you see the page number A, B, C and D. So all 4 exercises they have given you here. All these exercises write in the textbook itself. Then here the test paper 1 also there. That also I will send you with this class. Okay. The next we will start the verbs. So I think you understand this superlative. Comparison of degrees. Degrees of comparison.